title of your speech is The Good Old Days. Patsy Bellah. Patsy Bellah. The Good Old Days. I got flummoxed.
Oh yes, the good old days. The only thing I can say about the good old days, thank goodness they're the good old days. No computers, no cell phones, no portable anything. I think we even had trouble with ballpoint pens, all of those things. And yet there were Toastmasters clubs at that time too. What did we do? What did we do for that weekly agenda? Well, I'm sorry to say, Ron, you'd almost have to type it anew each time. Now, most of us would set up a master set, one that we never wrote on, we just took and got printed more. But even that was a problem because then you had to sit there and kind of line up the lines with your typewriter so that it looked pretty good. And if you wanted to do a picture, you had to take a picture, then take it to the photographer, and get them to put it down to the size that you needed, and then paste it into the place that you wanted, and then take it to the printer to get it done. No more of this just cut and paste to it like we do in the computer. One of my first assignments, or one of the first things I took on, was district bulletin. Yes, we did it just like we do today. It was 3 or 4 pages, articles and so forth. And every week, now I think I did it only once a month, there were the same old thing, trying to line those columns up. But you know, doing a column, then you'd have to do one side of the page all the way down, go back and do the other side all the way down. Be sure and set your margins correctly in there. And if you wanted to put a picture in, again, cut and paste. Put it into that little spot where you wanted it. Lots of fun, huh? Well, I was doing one. I didn't have a computer. I was on a typewriter, and I would just do the columns, and then there was somebody who had what we would call now an antiquated computer. It really didn't do the things that we do now. But she could at least do the columns better, and that kind of thing, and the pictures set in better, and it looked better. But one day she came to me and said, "You don't know what you're doing. You're not doing anything right." And I don't know, well, you're probably right. I never did this before. But I went to a friend of mine who happened to be an officer in the district, and he said, "Well, I've got just the person for you." And her name is Jane Childerhouse. And Jane had a computer. The difference was Jane was a real expert on her computer. Now, you know, this is a great big huge thing that she had. And she lived about 30 miles from me. So I would have to, you know, remember, no emails, no computers, no emails. The only thing we could do is take it there. So I would have to drive all the way down, take her the copy. And she put it together pretty good. She did it so well, I got this top 10 district bulletin for the year. Now, that was an exciting day, I gotta tell you, because that was when I was called up on the stage at Toastmasters International. But I had Jane in the wings because I called her my savior. She was my secret weapon. And I called her up, and we both accepted the award because really, it was her. I would never have been able to do it without her. The agendas, Ron, you probably remember this too. The programs, rather, where we would set out what every speaker was going to be doing, that had to be done on a weekly basis. And we didn't have Excel. We couldn't make up an Excel worksheet. So So again, you had to have maybe a master that you could set along in columns. And you had to try to line it up every time. And then take it to a printer to get a printer. All of those things we managed to do. And we managed to put together great meetings. We also had it where the Toastmaster was in charge of the speakers, and they had to contact every speaker every week and make sure that they were going to speak, get their title, get their introduction, and get that part taken care of. Plus, they had to make sure that the timer and the grammarian and those things were taken care of. That was phone calls. You know how difficult it is to get somebody at a particular time of the day on a phone? Oh, by the way, we didn't have cell phones. We didn't even have detachable phones. They were on a cord in the wall. We have 17 members at each club meeting, 17 rows to be filled. All those phone calls had to be made. The master evaluator was in charge of the evaluators, so they would take charge of making sure that the evaluators contacted the speakers and got how they were supposed to introduce them. That was their job. Believe me, every week, and from a Toastmasters point of view, if you had any role at all, particularly if you had one of the major roles, the phone lines were busy. And sometimes you'd have to call people back 2 or 3 times, try to get, is it better to get you at home or at work? What is the best thing to do? It was much more difficult than it is. Nowadays, of course, not only do we have our computers at home, we have those computers we can take with us. Isn't that great? You can get your emails. So when I wanted to, if I'm putting together a program, I can email to every person the same message. Yes, the good old days. Thank goodness, it's the good old days.